Hey guys, what's up? Andre here from Bifuteki, here with a video response to a question that was asked to me on YouTube. Basically, I do a lot of videos where I'm teaching you guys how to do different things using your Mac. The question that came up was, what if I don't want to stream, like I don't stream console stuff, I want to stream my PC, and I have a MacBook and I want to use a capture card. And they want to stream their stuff from the PC using their MacBook. And I said, that's perfectly doable. And, he asked for like a video, and I'm like, hey, no one's actually done this. So here is basically a video guide of a 2-computer setup PC to play the game, and then a Mac to do the streaming. Now, it's fairly easy. It's exactly the same way like you would do a console, and things like that. So now, on my desktop, I'm basically going to show you guys it here. We're using the Blackmagic Intensity Shuttle. It's probably one of the better cards to actually use, because it's probably the most compatible card there is to OBS. So unlike the Elgato, the Avermedia, and all these other capture cards that are out there, the Blackmagic seems to work. It's a lot easier to set it up. While yes, it is somewhat of a pain in the ass to set it up in Black Siphon, because you kind of have to know which output your console or your monitor is actually putting out. But it's all simple if you just get yourself a HDMI splitter and you're pretty much all set. So now my video card that I have on my desktop rig is a AMD Radeon HD 7770. I can't remember which one it is. I think it has 1 gig of GDDR5 RAM. So I have like the rare one. Anyway, so what we're gonna do here is the intensity. I'm basically gonna set this up here. I already opened up Steam on my desktop, so let's do this. Alright, Steam's already open, so I'm gonna go ahead and select 5994 because I set my display options to output that, so I'll show you right here. In fact, I believe it's set up to do fit 60. So I just go to screen resolution, go to advanced setting, go to monitor, and set to 59, things like that. If I set it to 60, keep changes, video doesn't change. So doesn't really matter. It could be 60, it could be 5994. No matter what, it's going to actually capture it at 5994. Doesn't capture it at 60. So that's pretty much it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Steam. We're going to go to our library. And most of these games might not run at 1280 by 720, but you can set it to run at 1280 by 720. So what we're going to do is we're going to... I'm trying to think what's the fastest game to actually load. The fastest game to load would probably be Counter-Strike Source. So for this demo, I'm going to load Source. And as you can see, we're getting video here. So that, all you have to do is just make sure that the game is in 1280 by 720. If it wasn't, you just click Options, Video, 1280 by 720. You can leave a full screen because it really doesn't matter. You could do your adjustments here, so if you want to be able to see it better, but try to do it off of your monitor for you to make sure that it's perfect for you, because it might be a little darker on the stream, so you might want to adjust it yourself for the stream as well. It's all based on your preference. If you want your viewers to have the better experience, or if you want to have the better experience, either way, they're all will still be happy with what they're seeing. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So as you can see, we already have this set up. I'm going to quit the game. We already have this set up. So now in OBS, we just have to go ahead and add it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get rid of these, and we're going to set this up here. So now, just like with the console, you just go in here. You pick Siphon because we're using Black Siphon, and Black Siphon basically takes a Blackmagic device and it transfers all that video data into Siphon, and then Siphon, you can put it anywhere. So it allows you to do different things. So we're going to call this PC. Okay, so now the source is going to be Black Siphon, and just like that, it's done. Now, if I were using another capture card, you know, i.e. the Live Gamer Portable, which is perfectly able to actually do this task. Because if that's a card that you want to go out there and get, it's the only other card I would actually suggest. I'll show you guys how to set that up right now. Basically, you will need your Live Gamer Portable and the HDMI cable going to that. But like I said before in other videos, I would recommend, if you have USB 3, to actually get this Blackmagic card, because no one likes playing with latency. And I'll be completely honest with you, I hate playing with latency, and I'm gonna give you guys a prime example of how bad the latency is when it comes to PC gaming or any type of gaming and streaming with a Blackmagic or the AverMedia card. Alright, so in order for you to stream from an AverMedia card, you would need to open up Rec Center. And let's see. Rec Center is going to go ahead and open it up. I'm going to mute it just for this particular purpose. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here, okay? Now, I want you to pay attention to which screen the game actually loads on first. Because as you can see, like, the mouse on one side goes, and it's whatnot. It's delayed by a few seconds. Now, being that it's a USB 2 device, it will have latency, and while it doesn't seem to be that bad right now, it only gets worse the longer you stream. So if I was to add a USB webcam, a USB headset, and all the other good stuff, you're going to start having more latency. So yeah, so let's see what's going on here. So as you guys can see, like, there's that serious delay. So I would never suggest getting the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable just so that you could stream and stuff like that. It's great for recording, don't get me wrong, but streaming wise, from a Mac perspective, not the way to go. I say the same thing with the Elgato Game Capture HD and the Elgato Game Capture HD 60. They're not for this type of streaming. If you want to stream on OBS, do not purchase it. Please, do not. If you don't mind just using the Elgato software, knock yourself out. But know that in order for you to move on to doing something like this, if you don't have USB 3, go ahead and get the AverMedia. But if you do have USB 3, just get yourself the Blackmagic Intensity Shuttle. It's $184 on Amazon or B&H. I'll post links in the YouTube video. But that's pretty much it. Now, audio is simple. Once again, it's just like what I said before. You can head on over to Radio Shack, or let's even say Amazon, and you can get yourself a RCA to 3.55 audio cable. Get this little cable right here. It has Amazon Prime, so if you have that Prime, it's $3.95, and that's free 2-day shipping. You can have it in 2 days. Same with the Blackmagic Intensity Shuttle USB 3. It's $189, but no one has Prime. Why is this one $4.99? Oh, because it comes with a 16 gig USB flash drive, like you really need it. But anyway, yeah. So if you have USB 3, just go ahead and pick you up one of these. It's $189.05. If you have Thunderbolt only, it's gonna cost you $227, but trust me, you'll love the performance on it a lot better. You'll love the performance on this over the other two capture cards that I speak of, the AverMedia and the Elgato Game Capture. Anyway, so yeah, you would basically take the audio cable that I showed to you before. you would actually take that audio cable and you will plug it into the red and white, but on the other side, because this is the input. I already know it's the input. I don't need to see bigger because I'm actually holding the card in my hand. So you would actually stick the red and white on this side, and then the other cable will go into your line in on your MacBook, your Mac Mini, or your iMac. You could just go ahead and plug it in, and you're pretty much all set. So once you do that, you would need to go into settings, go to your audio, and you'll use the built-in input. So the built-in input would be the one that you have that has everything coming in from your capture card. So if we were to, let's say, go ahead and go here, you're going to obviously hear this because I have it set up so that you can hear it. So you're going to hear it through the recording either way. So wait a minute. Oh. There. Yeah, I don't think I set up my audio right here. Yeah, I didn't set up audio because I can't hear it on my monitor. Give me a second. Let's quit the game. Let's see. Yep, audio's not set up right. So set as default, set as default. We're going to send a test. And we heard that. And so there we go. So you can hear the game audio now, because now it's set to go through the HDMI cable. So now you can hear it there, and it's going to be 1-to-1. Whereas if you were to try to do this with the AverMedia, it's going to be weird. Either way, this is basically my way of doing PC streaming from a Mac. And as you guys can see, you can basically set it up. You can do a 1280 by 720p stream if you want, or if you want to do, if you want to shoot for the stars, 1920 by 1080 and do your thing, hey, knock yourself out. But I wouldn't suggest doing that. I would stay with 1280 by 720. 1280 by 720 and call it a day. This way you don't have to change anything and you're all set. And you know, you could go ahead and throw your little customizations in. So if you want to run, let's say, T-board for your notifications, you could go ahead and you could do that, you know, because that's what OBS for Mac has the ability for you to use this stuff. And T-board has actually been really great for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Let's put in the wrong password. There we go. And, you know, you just go in here, browser source. You got to make sure you install this too. So we'll pick a local file and we'll head on over to Documents, T-board. And since this is like the one that I use all the time, I'm going to pick the HTML. This is going to be 1280 by 140 because that's all it needs to be. Then we could just move this on down. And if I want, I could go ahead and, since my wife is streaming right now, I could go ahead and I can test it. Oh, look, she followed. So there it is. There's no audio, but if I wanted to have audio, I can go ahead and you can hear that. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you can hear that Hadouken, and there it is. And this place, basically how my setup is through a mixer. I'll do that in another video, but we'll talk. I'll show you guys that visually with an actual camera, and we'll do that. We'll do that properly. All right, guys. Anyway, if you guys have any further questions with streaming PC games on a Mac, you know, feel free to let me know, and I can help you out. All right. I'm gonna play a little bit here and get this going. snap. I haven't played this map in a while. Oh, it's almost over.
You dirty fucking cunt.
Call him a dirty fucking cunt. I love it.
Wow.
Either way. So yeah, this is simple. Yeah, I got bodied. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to follow the channel, subscribe to the YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and all that other good
Took you
stuff.
that long to kill me?